Hi again, this is Mike, the Philosopher Engineer. We're ready to start another week, and we're going to have a new theme for this week, which is Diagnose. We're in the month of June still. It's June 7th, and our focus for the whole month is impact. So we talked about preparing for growth. Well, it looks like we have some growth. If you look at the stock markets, things are picking up. People are getting back to work. Hopefully we'll see June do even better. We'll see some good things happening. And now we're really talking about impact here. And there's 4 themes for each week in June that I want to focus on. We're focused on inspire for the first week. Second week is diagnose, and I'll get to that, but that's really focused on trying to understand what makes your company tick and trying to understand your culture and where your culture is strong and where are the gaps. We all have blind spots, and so the more we can learn about what we're doing well and maybe we're not doing so well, like a lot of other things in terms of our personal performance or within our teams, but across the whole company, if you can find those blind spots and improve them, you can help the culture. So that's diagnose. And then design is really focused on how do you want to design your organization? What are you trying to accomplish as a company? And how do you design? How do you plan? What is the makeup of the company in terms of talent and structure to accomplish those goals? And then we'll talk about hire, because often we need to hire new people. Sometimes it's just attrition and turnover. Other times we're in a period of growth. And since we're focusing on growth, well, at some point or another, you're probably considering hiring people. And how do you hire people to match their roles and to fit in with your organization and your culture? So that's an important part. All right, but I do want to jump in and diagnose for a moment, because the focus on diagnose is to understand culture. It's really to get a very simple, clear snapshot of where you're at. And that takes a survey. And now the value of diagnose is you're really trying to understand where your employee engagement is at. And engagement means really how motivated are the employees in your company or anyone working with you. Engagement's a big deal, because if somebody really likes what they're doing and they're energized and they're motivated, their performance is going to be much higher. I mean, it might be even multiple times higher than somebody who's frustrated and really not engaged and kind of just going through the motions. You can't force somebody to really enjoy their work. You can make them do certain things, but what we want is really inspired people who are really engaged. And there's certain things that help do that. One is that the company functions well, and they have the support that they need. They have the cooperation. They have good management. They like their manager. They get along with other people, and they really respect the leadership and the goals of the company. So there's a lot there. So that's our focus for the week. I won't go into it a whole lot more than to say that will be the focus is to diagnose for the purpose of understanding the culture, for the purpose of finding our blind spots, and then to work as a team to say, what can we do about these blind spots? How can we make these things better? Some of them you might not be aware of. If there are things you are aware of, maybe there's things you can do to resolve it. Most problems, as I often say, most problems, it isn't so much forced to fix something. Most of the real solutions are creative ones. And so once you understand a problem, you may not immediately see a solution for it, but if you get kind of the creative people going, there's often a creative solution as well as maybe you can get an independent perspective. Obviously, I recommend getting some independent perspectives to keep things real. We have sort of, I often see an assumption by companies that they want to do almost all the work with employees, to have everybody in-house. And I would challenge that notion in the sense, for what purpose? I mean, maybe they think it's less expensive. I don't think it is less expensive. The key is you have to have the right expertise at the right time. And when you hire employees, often you're hiring them at a younger age, or maybe they're less experienced and there's a learning curve. And what everybody needs, even when we're older, is we all need mentorship. And that mentorship for that particular person isn't often available, or there isn't enough of it within the company. So just something to think about. The more important thing is the company grows and it succeeds and becomes more profitable. So if you had to get 10% assistance of the right type and the right expertise from outside the company to double your company, that might be a good answer. But I just want to focus here on culture, and one part of culture is making sure that they have all the support they need, whatever that means. That's the right tools, the right guidance, the right training and education, and also for that culture. Obviously, treat people with respect and have clear missions. You're all working together in a united way. So a good culture is a united culture that you all feel like you're working as one team. All right. Well, hope you have a great week. We'll start off another week in June. I hope your weather is good, and I hope your week is going well, and I hope your company is starting to talk about growth and get things moving in a good direction. Like I say, maybe I'm biased, but I think we're going to see a tremendous amount of growth, especially manufacturing for obvious reasons. I think it's this month that the USMCA is going to go into effect. So not only will the US kind of try to grow out of this crisis, which I think it will, but you'll see Mexico and Canada probably working in cooperation. So certainly if you're involved in manufacturing or developing products, which is what I'm involved with, this should be a really exciting time even going into the next couple of years. So anyways, I hope you have a great week. I went on a little long there, but take care. I enjoy these conversations, and I will talk to you again soon. Thank you.